The kingdom of heaven is like a man who owned land. He went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agreed to give them the usual pay for a day's work, then he sent them into his vineyard. About 9 o'clock in the morning he went out again. He saw others standing in the market, doing nothing. He told them, "You also go and work in my vineyard. I'll pay you what is right." So they went. He went out again about noon, and about 3 o'clock, and did the same thing. About 5 o'clock he went out and still found others standing around. He asked, "Why have you been standing here all day long doing nothing?" "Because no one has hired us," they answered. He said to them, "You also go work in my vineyard." When evening came, the owner of the vineyard spoke to the person who was in charge of the workers. He said, "Call the workers and give them their pay. Begins with the last ones I hired, then go to the first ones." The workers who were hired about 5 o'clock came. Each received the usual day's pay. So when those who were hired first came, they expected to receive more, but each of them also received the usual day's pay. When they received it, they began to complain about the owner. "These people who were hired last worked only 1 hour," they said. "You have paid them the same as us. We have done most of the work and have been in the hot sun all day." The owner answered one of them. "Friend," he said, "I'm being fair to you. Didn't you agree to work for your usual day's pay? Take your money and go. I want to give one I hired last the same pay I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Do you feel cheated because I gave so freely to others?"